Is a Christmas song I wrote that I've shared with you a couple weeks ago, and I'm going to share it again with you because it's incredibly important to me. And it's a Sunday and Christmas Day. I never get those together, right? This is this song means a lot to me because it is word for word, because I wrote it word for word. It is word for word what I get out of Christmas. Long ago and far away, on a silent night, the songs all say, a child was born, a quiet, humble birth. The wise men came, so the story goes, to kneel before this Christmas rose, and angels sang their songs of peace on earth. I've heard this tale for as long as I remember, and it's told again to remind us each December. There's a reason for the season. It's the birthday of a child who would grow to be our teacher, with his manner soft and mild. And of all the words he said, the most important ones I've read are the message that this season we recall. He said, love all. Christmas trees and Santa's sleigh all decorate this holiday, and every home's aglow with twinkling lights. A fireplace with stockings hung, the pies are baked, the carols sung. There's so much preparation for this night. We set the scene for Christmas each December, and we take the time to step back and remember. There's a reason for the season. It's the birthday of a child who would grow to be our teacher, with his manner soft and mild. And of all the words he said, the most important ones I've read are the message that this season we recall. Love all. Love all. The Christmas sales start earlier each year, and stress can grow each day as Christmas Eve draws near. We get caught up with doing more and more, losing sight of what it's really for. There's a reason for the season. It's the birthday of a child who would grow to be our teacher, with his manner soft and mild. And of all the words he said, the most important ones I've read are the message that this season we recall. Love all. Love all. And so I ask this Christmas morn, let the love in me be born, like the tiny baby in that stall. Let me love all. Love all. Let me love all. That's hard sometimes. And that is the gift that I wake up to this morning. Today, I want to talk to you a little bit about two things. Two things. Today, Christmas to me is, yes, love all. But Christmas to me also is about light, right? We have the Christ candle. Christ gave us, Jesus, the birth of Jesus, gave us the gift of light. I have a question for you. Who invented the light bulb? Thomas Edison, right? Or not really. Because if you look it up, Thomas Edison actually is credited with inventing the light bulb in 1879, right? But actually, the first light bulb was invented in 1802 in London by a guy named Humphrey Davy in England. Humphrey Davy in 1802. And then it was invented again in 1840 in England. And then again in 1850 in the United States. Actually, the light bulb was invented several times. They say up to 50 times we had different light bulbs before Thomas Edison got his hands on it. Or he was also working on it. But he perfected the light bulb that we know of today. He's the one that made it more mass producible, right? In 1879. And he owned a big company, which would become General Electric. And he is the one who patented everything and made it work out. So we think Thomas Edison invented the light bulb, but he actually perfected it, right? It was actually in place long before he got to be around. And since that time in 1879, and Bob knows this very well, but lighting has changed, right? Lighting has changed. So if we were to use the same light bulbs from 1879, well, we'd be wasting a lot of money. We'd have a lot of fires, and we wouldn't be well illuminated, right? What's that? There wouldn't be much light either. They don't last for very long, right? We also have different kinds of like neon lights came around, right? Like New York City is full of neon lights, and so many of our businesses, like all those old signs from the 1950s when you travel on Route 66 and you see those great old hotel signs with neon lights, right? Street lights, Christmas lights, all different from when that first light bulb was created. LED lights. How about like if I go like that, my watch lights up. So many different things. How about the light that does the digital clock on your appliances, or the light bulb within your appliance? So many different types of light have come around since 1879. And some of the types of light bulbs were kind of annoying when they came around. Do you remember when fluorescent light first came around and you're like, ooh, I mean, it's really bright. That's great for my kitchen, but I don't look so good. I look washed out or something, you know? Or when LED lights first came out and they were first getting rid of fluorescent and they were going to LED light bulbs. This is about, what, maybe 15 years ago, 10, 15 years ago, everyone's switching to LED light bulbs. And in here we have a lot of LED light bulbs. And that was really uncomfortable for a while. Like, I think, to me, lighting is everything, right? Maybe it's because I'm in theater as well, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'll make sure I have the right color of spotlight, you know, or that kind of thing. Or, you know, I prefer in my house, everything is low lit. Lamps are down here. Anything overhead is just not so pleasing. That's just the way it is in my house. I had Bob, I was like, Bob, you've got to change these fluorescent light bulbs in the back of the church. I look back and there are 5 bulbs back there, but 2 of them are different colors than the other 3. It drives me crazy. Thank you, Bob, for that. And he's like, he's teasing me. He's like, boy, you are really, well, he didn't say picky. What did you say? OCD? Well, that would be it too. Yeah, admittedly, it's true. But my point is, this first point is that Jesus brings to us the message of light and love. And he wasn't the first. Just like Thomas Edison wasn't the first. That message has been brought by many people. There's one thing though, Jesus perfected that message. Jesus made it available to us, the common person, like Thomas Edison made the light bulb available to the common person. Because before that, it was the church they were the only ones who you could be holy if you were a member of the deity of the clergy of the church. He gave us that connection, the direct connection to God. He told us that we are the light. He perfected that message. And I will go as far as to say is that message has also been updated and perfected even more since Jesus' time. Just like the light bulb and lighting has been changed and adapted for our modern needs, so is the message of love and light. Jesus is the one who first made that available to us, gave us that message of the light is within you. And there are so many other ways to see that in today's society. It doesn't negate that Thomas Edison is credited with the invention of the light bulb, and it doesn't negate the gift that Jesus gave to us at his birth 2,000 years ago. And yet it is current. The longer we lead our lives, the more current messages and ways to express this love and light are important. Or we're going to be stuck in 1879 or in 33 AD. Or in 400 AD, when the first books of the Bible were being put together into that. Let's not stay stuck there. The other message that I want to bring up today is that at Christmas we have a long-standing tradition of giving and receiving gifts, right? And as the song I just sang to you, to me, one of the gifts, the most important, when I grew up reading the King James Version of the Bible, the words that Jesus spoke, supposedly, because no one who wrote the books were there at the time, so it was a little bit of a game of telephone, but the words that Jesus spoke were in red in my little Bible. I don't know if you ever had that, the red letter Bible. And if you read just those words, the message is so simple. It's so concise. It's without all this other stuff. It's love your neighbor, right? It's love all. That is the message. So that to me is one of the greatest gifts that comes from the man Jesus, who we celebrate his birth today, even though we don't know what day of the year it was. The other thing that Jesus said to us, he said, I am the light of the world. And he also said, you are the light of the world. Another one of his in the teachings, I didn't write down the scripture, but it's there. Ye are the light of the world. And he said, you don't put a light under a bushel, under a basket, under a bowl. The thing that speaks to me about this the most is the greatest gift, the greatest message that I take from Jesus, from unity, is that the light, that I am the light of the world. That's why I wrote this mantra, and I'm making you sing it over and over again today, and we're going to sing it some more. I am the light of the world. How many times during my week, and you can nod your heads if you agree, but how many times during my week do I not feel like I'm the light in this situation? I feel like I'm the crabby one that's, this or something. That happens to me all the time during the week. I'm also the light, and I have times when I'm not the light. Right? That's just I'm the dimmer switch. Yes, it's true. I have been the dimmer switch a few times this week. Very well played. Yeah. The thing is that Jesus didn't give us the gift of light. The light was already there. Jesus gave us the knowledge that we have the light in us. Just as electricity already existed before it was discovered and told to us, the law of electricity was there, right? The light is already in us. We just don't know it and see it or want to or choose to admit it half the time. We stand behind like, oh, that's not mine to do. That's someone else's. Someone else can be that. Someone else can be the comforter in this situation. But our gift, our greatest gift from this birth, from this man, this teacher, was our knowledge. If we will accept the gift, and we should all be gracious receivers, right? You don't go and say, "Oh, Mom, thanks," under the Christmas tree, right? You accept the gift. We are gracious receivers that the light is inside each one of us. I am the light of the world. If you empower yourself with that message, just think for a second. If every single situation you went into, every conversation, every fender bender, every frustration, if you empowered yourself with, "Oh, wait, I'm okay because I'm the light of the world. Like, I know how to handle this, even if everyone around me doesn't. I know because I'm the light of the world. I'm not looking elsewhere for it. It's already in me. I've been told this. I've been taught this. Jesus himself shared this message." That to me is the greatest gift that we can give, that we can receive, and that we can give ourselves, accept for ourselves, and that we can give to other people. I am the light of the world. I share my light with you. I am the light of the world. I share my light with you. I am the light of the world. I share my light with you. I am the light of the world. I share my light with you. I am the light of the world. I share my light with you. I am the light of the world. I share my light with you. I am the light of the world. I share my light with you. If there's one gift that I could leave you with, it's that. You are the light of the world. Share your light. Be that light. Own it. Own it. Step into it. And then share it. There's nothing else to do with it once you own it. Your week will change. This week will change for you if you constantly tell that to yourself. I am the light of the world. Oh, got this. And I share my light with this situation. Don't be the victim. Don't be the darkness. And take that dimmer switch off of your light switch. If we could gather together in our circle now, but before you do that, grab a candle from in front of you. I am the light of the world, and I share my light with you. I am the light of the world, and I share my light with you. One more time. I am the light of the world, and I share my light with you. I am the light of the world, and I share my light with you. So Ava's going to come up here, and she's going to light her candle from the Christ candle, receiving the gift of light, being the light. And then Ava, as you come back down here, just a reminder for everyone, do not tip a lit candle. Do not tip a lit candle. Only unlit candles tilt toward and take the light from the lit candle, all right? And so on either side of you, Ava, and as you pass the light, keep singing this and make eye contact, make a connection with your person next to you, and tell them, I am the light of the world. Keep those, and I share my light with you. I am the light of the world, and I share my light with you. I am the light of the world, and I share my light with you. I am the light of the world, and I share my light with you. I am the light of the world, and I share my light with you. I am the light of the world, and I share my light with you. I am the light of the world, and I share my light with you. I am the light of the world, and I share my light with you. Look around the room. Look at all the light. Own your light. Own it. Share it. And we sing, I am the light of the world, and I share my light with you. I am the light of the world, and I share my light with you. I am the light of the world, and I share my light with you. I am the light of the world, and I share my light with you. And we take that light and we envision peace for the entire world. And peace starts where? In our own hearts. We sing, let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. It's the most important words of this song. And now at this time of year, we know that peace in our hearts